This is a story of a young man who was the youngest of 4. Grew up in a single-parent home, father was not there. Raised in the streets and adapted accordingly, and learned the talent of rapping in the process. This is the story of TWA Bang, a episode I'm sure you'll like. And if not, fuck it, I tried. Welcome to the Fit Podcast.
Man, talk to me, man. How's your day?
Man, it's crazy because you caught me by surprise, but I'm always caught by surprise with shit.
Yeah.
Be like that.
Elaborate on that surprise, man. I pulled up literally driving from grabbing something to eat. I seen cuz. I pulled up on him instinct, like, look, man, do me a favor. I didn't even tell him what kind of favor. I said, just do me a favor. I want you.
I ain't even know what it was.
Cause he even know we were going to go to a crash out, man. She said, all right, I got you. Let me eat. I was like, bet, man, 20 minutes, bro. Eventually, I let him know he gonna come on my show. We gonna kick it. We gonna talk about everything, whatever comes as a topic of discussion. We, gonna chop it up. And like I said, I'm glad you make that time because you didn't have to make that time.
No,
you could have
sure.
easily been putting forth your energy and time to something else. So I'm grateful from there. So with that being said, man, talk to him, man. How was your lifestyle growing up? Where you from? And as far as the hood and the city and everything, what was your life? Who is you from your viewpoint?
Man, well, for real, man. Just born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, man. South side of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like the norm. What you see when you in poverty and shit. Like,
right.
It's basically the same shit here. It ain't too much different from where you see that's in the hood. You know what I mean? So,
right.
But like, I don't know. I grew up just adapting. Like with everything I go through, I just adapt. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whichever situation, I don't care if it's prison, I don't care if it's in the streets, I don't care if it's school wise. Mm-hmm. I adapt to my environment. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really just a Grand Rapids way.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? When you learn how to adapt. Mm-hmm. Look at Floyd Mayweather and shit. Like look at how people can adapt to outside their environment. And I think probably my problem is just being too much in the streets with the shit though.
Right.
So
I mean, was you I know, but for the audience say you're the youngest, the oldest, the middle child?
Yeah, man, I'm the baby boy out of 4, man. I'm the youngest out of 4. Well, 5 basically because my oldest god brother, Tap.
Yeah.
That's my brother. That's my blood. Can't change it. Won't change it. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I'm the youngest, man. The last one of my mom boys and shit. Yup. Got my older brother Spig. Mm-hmm. And I got my other brother Booney and my other brother Dino. Cheese on the beat. Shout out to Cheese on the beat too, man. He
Big
going crazy right now, man.
Big shout
going
out.
Crazy right now. Go check him out. Big extra Cheese on the beat. You know what I'm saying? On all platforms right now. But yeah.
Are you family oriented? Is there still some people within the family are they people you still close to? Are they still people you look up to? You get sound advice or that kind of bond kind of, died down with getting older and y'all have your own kids and stuff? Are y'all still close?
Man, it's crazy because the way we grew up all in the same crib. So it's like that shit, it hits different when you being able to grow with your siblings in the same crib instead of spaced out this person here or even getting taken by the like the system and shit, whatever. We actually always found a way to always be around each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like our whole life was. I can call all 4 of them right now, and get them on FaceTime and be like, "What's up, bro? What y'all doing?" Like every day or every other day, like I keep in contact with them all the time.
Is it fair to say you're the wildest of the group? Is it fair to say you're the wildest of the gang?
I can say I just I got probably a little shorter, a little tolerance for bullshit.
No doubt. Believe it or not, you was one of the people on my list of doing an interview with for quite some time. I was doing some homework on you and some digging and stuff. Found out your favorite food is lasagna. Man. How often do you even make it, or who do you go to get it? You a person who had your lady make it, or you a person who just go ahead and do it yourself?
It's crazy because, like, I think my lady cooked it like once or twice. But my mom, man, shout out to my OG.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My mom, though, like, she really is the GOAT at that lasagna shit. You know, for real.
Facts.
So, like, she'll call me, be like, I'm making lasagna. I'm like, oh, yeah? Oh, shit.
Stop what
I'm
you
on
doing.
my way. Put me a plate up, a half a section up. Fuck a plate, put me a half a section up.
For real.
Yeah, that's my shit, though.
So, growing up and seeing yourself probably try out basketball for a change, probably play some little bit of shadow boxing and all kinds of stuff as we get older and, you know, as a teenager experience and stuff. But when was that time where you realized, like, yo, I really can rap? I really can put some words together and do something with it. How you even got into that outside of listening to it?
Man, we used to have a karaoke machine, like, when I was a kid, like, you know what I'm saying, on Roby Street. So we used to have a karaoke machine, and my brothers and them used to just be on that mug. We'd just get the freestyling and shit. Just, you know what I'm saying, watching a lot of BT, a lot of shit like that. You know, watching all the icons really come up and shit, and it's like going through what you going through and then being able to express how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't like authority, excuse me, but I don't like authority too much. So it's like I'm not about to talk to nobody that they assign me to or something. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather like release whatever I'm going through kind of through my music and
So
shit.
music
so
is
like,
in a sense for you therapeutic.
yeah, it's like really therapeutic to me.
Okay.
That's why I still do it at this, you know what I'm saying, at this late right now, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with jumping right in there. I'm going to go lay somebody track or jumping on this. But, you know.
You ever been involved in a rap beef? Or subliminals here, or somebody who just want to directly battle you, or you ever been put in a rap beef? I'm gonna tell you a brief, before you answer the question, a beef situation one time. It was a guy that I grew up with. May he rest in peace, man. His name was Speck, and I know you're familiar with family.
For
so
sure.
one time, my other cousin on the other side of town, he a rapper, and I was like, bro, it's this nigga named Speck. I said, he family. He be with my whole gang, man, my whole family. I said, but he think he can see you. He said, he'll eat you alive on these bars. He's like, man, bring it to him. We put money on him. So at the time, I think I was off Wealthy. A little bit on the street of Wealthy at the time. And I went over there, man, at the time, Lost Boys. Bring you back just a little bit. Bring you back just a little Lost Boys type of time. So this was years ago, early 90s, I believe. So late 90s, yeah, around that time, early 90s, whatever. So I bring him over there. Speck took my money, man. He ripped that boy's heart freestyle.
Yeah.
With ease. My cuz was doing everything. He would repeat his shit off shit he wrote from years ago. It updated. Speck was aggressive, and he was just, he was the heart of GR when it came to that flow. He was the epitome of it. No. When it comes down to battle rap, do you embrace it, or you kind of shy from like, that ain't my style?
Nah, I don't got no, like, that ain't my style to be battle rapping and shit. Like, but I don't got no problem with if a nigga want to battle rap, I battle rap. But like, I ain't know just that wasn't like never my upbringing for real. Yeah. But I watched my cousin and them though, like you said, like Speck and my brother Booney and them, you know what I'm saying, Lucci 5 and shit.
Yeah. I
watched them really like maneuver through that little lane, like when they was like going through their little shit. I said, man, that's dope. And it kind of inspired me more to even just rap, not specifically beef rap and shit.
Right.
So I ain't no beef rapper. I want to get some money.
Right. No question. No question. So when it comes down to the writing process, you in the studio, do you have like certain things that have to be there? Like, I need my weed, I need my drinks, I need also the room to be dark with candles. Like you just step in the booth as is. Do you need some type of special routine before you get in your zone, or do you kind of just get in any studio and go?
It's crazy because like at first I used to be like, man, I need my weed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I need my bud. Give me a little shot or two or something, but I need my bud, and all right, now I can go in. But like now, it's like I done like later throughout now, I just go whenever I feel like, because like I end up becoming the I ain't gonna say like becoming my own little producer, but like I do a lot of my own music, and my brother helped me do a lot of my own music, so I got more easier access to music now than what I did back then.
Yeah.
So it's more comfortable for me to make music now and be able to, all right, I don't need to be getting super duper high to do this song, because if I do, then I'm just gonna be in this mug stuck.
Right.
But I get high. Like don't get me wrong, I get really really high. I smoke a lot of weed.
How long you been smoking?
Man, since I was like, it's crazy I would say this shit though. I've been smoking since I was like 7.
Stop the cap.
No, for real though.
Fuck out of here. I've been smoking since I was 7. Fuck out of here.
I picked up my
you
first
picked up that shit when you were like 13,
at
bro.
7. Nigga, my brother and them was blowing heavy blunts on Darwin. We was on Darwin Street. Them niggas was smoking Phillies. Like, you know, the Phillies with the
man, them long
like
Phillies.
the back, but the back of it was like round, so they ain't smoked the back of it.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I'm saying? So that used to be my little juke. I get that.
Yeah.
I started
Never
early.
got
I
into
jumped
that.
off that porch with that buzz so early. Man, it's crazy. But no, yeah.
Now, being a person like yourself who work, hustle, grind, and whatnot, do you push that same type of energy behind your music to get it out there? Do you think you can do, better, or do you feel like you're doing it more of a hobby? Can you see yourself using this, music? And I hate when somebody say stage or age, because I don't want to age shame nobody. Not because I am who I am. I embrace who I am. I age with grace. But I mean, as far as something we both spoke on prior to this show, like, do you feel there's a time where you would not or stop rapping just because you're not on, or just because it's taking too long to get on?
Nope. I never stop rapping. It's like I said, it's therapeutic to me. So me personally, I'm not gonna stop rapping. I don't care what age I'm at. I'm gonna be 70,000 years old. I'm gonna keep rapping.
No doubt.
But because like now, I think I can do better as far as wise, like putting what I want to put behind my music, like getting it out there, getting my music in this place and in this area. I feel like I can step that up, but that shit takes a team. That shit don't just take one person. Little do I know, you know what I'm saying? One person, you can't name not one person to me that got where they at by theyself. You know what I'm saying? They needed this podcast to put them here. They needed this person to help them get them here. They needed this person to help them get them here.
To interrupt, it start with you.
No, for sure.
In my opinion. So back in the day, obviously, early 90s style, Master P, something straight out the trunk. Straight out the trunk. Pop that trunk open. He hustling his taste from the beginning. It starts there. It starts with you. You need, in my opinion, a team eventually, but it starts with you. Especially if you can really rap. You got bars and everything. It's like, dog, the hard part ain't you making music. The hard part is actually getting the city
Marketing
to support it and you pushing it.
Yeah.
Do you feel the city support local rappers?
This city?
Yes, in particular Grand Rapids.
Man, I can name a few people that tries to, like support you and shit, that pushes you in the right direction and shit. But me specifically, like I don't think nobody besides like my cousin Mikey Buxton. I think that him, Wayne, 616 Wayne. Excuse
But
me.
see, you naming individuals. I'm saying the city as a whole.
Man. Nah, because them people that I just named would have been bigger than where the fuck they at. Like, not to get me wrong, like they're big, but they would have been way further back then, because it just, look at Detroit, like we talked about earlier. Look at Detroit. Detroit is a city where like they come together, they support each other, and they know how fucked up it is, and they still able to support each other. And look how far the fuck people got.
It's this local rapper in Detroit. who are local within his city that I know of. He worth good 500 grand, quick, just off his own music alone, rotating, doing clubs and shows, strip clubs and everything in his city, and to the point where he's not pressed to sign nothing major. He living decent, and his team is too. And if he doing a tour, he just reach out to something so he can open for them and get some money and get more notoriety. You can't do that in Grand Rapids. GR is just a crab in the bucket, hating ass city. Somebody, like I said, it'll be somebody that you beat up back in junior high would like your music too, still won't support you. Just because, you know, you have some hits, you or your people, you fucked around, smashed one of his hoes back in the day or some shit. Fuck that nigga. That nigga shit garbage. Grand Rapids is just that type of city. It's just, to me, it don't necessarily support as far as the black urban unit. You know, you will see it with the Hispanic culture here, like anywhere you see any Hispanic culture. You'll see it amongst, you know, the very own white folks, how they move and, you know, in unison and unity and certain things they support. With us, we fall back, bro, and do us and
it's
try
like
to outshine and grind the next person just to
and I was just about to say
help
that.
them.
You know, like Grand Rapids, don't get us wrong, like we really get to it. Like we really get to it. It's just it be more of it ain't you getting to it by yourself. Like, oh, that person he going off by himself. It ain't like he got this person. I want to see my mans eat. When I'm eating, shit, I want to see my mans eat. My man's eat and my man's eat. I want to see us all eat. I don't care if I even got my hands. I just like to see everybody really having something, like doing something.
That's usually the mind of a hustler. Now let's think about the mind of a hater. A hater, 9 out of 10, he just want to see himself eat. There's some people who are alpha males in their own right, but they cannot function around other alphas.
I think we all got that, but I just think we just don't know how to express that shit to each other. We don't know how to really tell each other, like, bro, you know you dope as hell. We so like, man, oh yeah, he dope, but now I gotta outshine him. Like you said, I gotta outshine him. It ain't really too much hate. It's more like, damn, I gotta do it better than Dog had it because he had it like this at a time. It ain't like, I don't necessarily think
I just feel like Grand Rapids got a lot of self-hate.
Yeah, I mean,
you hear it from the females. Gee, our niggas ain't shit. I need to go to the D. Get me a nice nigga from the D. And sometimes it probably is, you know,
Grand Rapids is a hustling city. That's why
a guy or two they don't like that's from this city, but it's the niggas you choosing to deal with or the niggas that you seem to attract that ain't shit. Not every nigga not shit. A lot of niggas got some shit on the table on the plate that's actually working with something with things that it's gonna unfold later or maybe in that present time. But
no, you know what this city really is though? This city really is a retirement city. You come here when you ready to retire. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you ain't gonna get on here, like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You come here when you already young, you already got them cribs all the way out there in East Grand Rapids, and you come here when you already young and you just living the rest of your life, your days and shit.
That's the first time I ever heard somebody said that, man. And it kind of make a lot of sense, especially when the city was voted one of the best places to raise a family. But at the same token, economic wise, depending on what your race is, in my opinion, to raise that family, you come into Grand Rapids with a hope and a dream to get on.
Ain't gonna cut it.
You get on in your own right. I'll just say that because there's only like majority of people, not everybody in the city, but majority of people who's making some form of money and paying bills, whatever, they got either 4 major things to do to make money in Grand Rapids. It's 4, in my opinion, something I've been looking at. 1, you are a barber or a hairstylist. It's, you know, it's male and female-ish on these jobs, I'm saying. You either do hair.
No,
Number 2, you are a club promoter to bars that's owned by, you know, others, because we don't own nothing pretty much. And at the end of the day, you club promote and you can throw parties. You can make money that way. 3rd, you are a hustler. Pills, weed, dope, whatever, etc., whatever you do to hustle. And 4, last but not least, how people make it in GR, factory. Majority of now I'm not down there if you do any of those things to make an income. I'm just saying when you come to Grand Rapids and you know you're living off of a hope and a dream, 9 out of 10 you're gonna be doing one of those 4 just to get on. It's very rare you even see someone of ethnicity that is, you know, a doctor, a lawyer. You don't really come across that in Grand Rapids. You go to New York, you go to Atlanta, Georgia, you see them from all different walks of life.
No, for
just
sure.
not here. We it's just a different type of city. But moving forward, I want to play a game. I have this game, right? It is called, which I spoke on, social accountability, where we jump on your social page and see what you've been posting and we talk about it. So let's see what's going on over here.
I be posting. I be trolling, y'all. I be trolling.
We about to see, man. What's going on over here? See, I can relate to this. About 2 days ago, you say, hey, yo, I promise I'm going to get rich. Watch.
No, that's fact.
That's the mindset.
Yeah, that's fact.
I like that.
Yeah, cause the reason why I said that, right? I had a conversation with my little cousin the other day, and he was just like, man, don't you think you should just start dropping more, cause you'll get rich faster?" I'm like, "No, yeah, I think I should, cause, and matter of fact, I am. Fuck, I should. I am, cause everything that you say you can't do or you think you about to do, you can do." You know what I'm saying? So it's like I put myself in the mind frame of like, man, I'm about to get rich. Speak that shit. The power of the tongue is a mug. So I gotta keep speaking that into existence. And when I wake up and I can just see that, and like you said, I didn't even think somebody would even be watching that type of shit. That'd be seeing that and be like, man, that's the model. You know what I mean? And that's the, you know. So it's like, speak that shit into existence. That's what I was more like.
No
Get
doubt.
rich by any means, my man.
So, give me this. I notice you show a lot of love on your page. It's very rarely ignorant shit, but more like, and what I mean by ignorant shit, you know, outlandish shit. It's more like family, and let's get this money. Family, and let's get this money. Money, then family, and back to let's get this money.
Yeah.
So this speaks volumes to me because I'm always quick to tell somebody social media imitates life to a certain extent. And a lot of people say, no, that ain't true because, you know, you're going to be playing around on social media. I mean, yeah, of course you can, but it still imitates life. And what I mean by that, it's a reflection to someone who don't know you on the basis they assume they know you based on whatever you post. So some people be like, oh, that don't make no sense. Yeah, it do. If I go to Butler for a job, place my application, interview went right, they do a little background check, and the boss just said, you know what, let me look up John Guyton and just see what's going on. And he sees something, says, I can't wait for Kamala Harris to get in office, but he a Republican and he fuck with Trump. That's all it takes. Or I said something like, man, fuck whole ass niggas who ain't getting no money out here. Nigga, I'm really eating. And this man from a whole different walk of life, said, what the fuck? What the hell is this? Boom. So the reason I mention that because right here on your social media, you say things that's real deal Holyfield, and at the same token, it's really the same topic. Family and money. Getting on and putting your people on. Salute.
That's all I really want, man. I really want to see my people win. Like I said, like I ain't saying like we just like the, you know, like on the lower poverty of things and shit, but we, you know, middle class people. And I just want to see us get above middle class now. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where I'm done being in the middle class era. Always never not, you know what I'm saying, needed for nothing. But like, let's see how it feels to be on the other side of the fence and being able to give another person an opportunity or something. You know what I'm saying?
No question.
I ain't really put myself in a position to give a person an opportunity besides my music. And that's where I'm trying to lead to, you know what I mean? That's where I go.
How special is your mother to you?
Man, that's the world to me.
No doubt.
That lady the world to me, no, for real. No, cause like I said, man, my mom, she really she raised all 4 of her boys, like, and like I wanna say like 20 friends and family. Like my mom's house was the house.
That house.
What was the house? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to pull up on. Like, man, let's go over there. They know she chill. And she ain't playing certain shit. She want her shit the way she had it. She want her stuff the way she had it. But no, as long as y'all respect that.
Real life auntie. Life auntie.
As long as y'all respect that, then she A1. And I'm talking about she well loved through the whole city. Like, the whole city. I don't think it's not no one person that really hate my mom in my city. Right,
real life. So, I have a series of questions. I'm going to ask you serious, not serious, and the whole 9 yards. If you can handle it, handle it. Answer them. If not, you can always say pass. But if I press you on it, hopefully you give me an answer. If not, no worries. No,
for sure.
Growing up, man, how many times you lied on your dick?
Shit, never.
Cap. Not one time.
I don't know. I ain't never said I hit this girl.
Right. You
never hit that person.
Right.
That's what you call lying on your dick. When you say, I hit this person and you didn't hit that person. Never.
Tell me this. You and your girl going through it. Y'all problems is going, mounting up between y'all two. Is it cool to share your problems to your family and friends about what y'all going through or no?
Certain family and friends, because, everybody need that person they can talk to. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't, don't let that shit get in your relationship. Like, don't let it get in your, like, you can talk to them about it, but don't let their input affect your decision.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? So you can always listen. You have a listening ear. You can talk to a person, your family member. Because I got a person that I just really I tell cuz damn near everything about me. You know what I'm saying? And he damn near know everything about me. Now he gonna probably know everything, but damn near everything I want him to know about me, he know about me, and vice versa. So yeah, but in relationships, you got to keep a lot of your relationships still between you and yours, because at the end of the day, I don't feel like it's nobody else's business what y'all got going on if it's not affecting our relationship. And like say for instance, if it's something affecting something didn't happen with me and wifey or something and it affected us, and you want to go tell a person that likes to tell people. See, now that's the wrong family member you told. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
Sometimes it's not. You just gotta pick and choose wisely who you can open up to and who you can't.
No question. Incarceration, man. You've been locked up before. What would you tell a young man out here grinding, getting to it? Because obviously people know the upside of getting money. The ladies, the cash, the materialism, the cars, the whole 9 yards. But what is the dark side of it all? What's the flip coin? Two sides of every coin. What would you tell that young man before he decided to jump off the porch, get up into this game? What would you tell him is waiting?
It's a bumpy road, man. It's a bumpy road, man. You jump off that porch too early, it's a bumpy road, my nigga. And it's like, eventually you'll get greater later, but that bumpy road is going to be so rough, and some people can't stand it. Some people won't last the bumpy road. Some people will fall off of it. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be the consistent thing if you jump off too early, and then you look up your future. When you jumped off that porch, your future, that porch that you jumped off of, whatever you was doing, that shit affects that future. You know what I'm saying? That shit affects that future bad. Or
true or false? Is hustling just as addicting as what is being hustled? And why? Some say selling the drug is just as addicting to actually smoking it. Is it true, the addiction to the hustle itself? You can't just up and stop, get a job.
Some people, I think some people still fail to realize like money is a drug. They fail to realize money is one of the most addictive things. If you addicted to getting money, now say if you learn the way to get some money, and if it's making you the way, now you done became addicted to the rush, the money, the the product, the lifestyle.
all of that.
It's like it's everything when you become like that. When,
You know, Mike Tyson said this thing when they told him, man, you lost over, I believe, I don't remember the number. Let's just say 100 million. You ran through $100 million. I think it's more. And Tyson said, yeah, money is just money. And he said, wow, like, how you feel about, getting that top position and going so low? He said, look, I don't know how to live in between. I'm either going to be super, super doing good or super, super doing bad. I can't be in between. For some people, I would assume the money and the hustle that comes together, even if it's legit or not, it do bring a certain type of lifestyle that you're commonly used to. But also, what about the guys who was bossing and shooting these moves independently? Now you got a regular 9 to 5. There ain't no bossing. There ain't nothing truly independent. You have to ask for those days off. You even have to ask for the time off you earn. Can I take my days off on this, boss? And no, we need you on this day. Like, you getting used to that kind of shit where you didn't have to deal with that ever. It's almost unheard of for you or anybody who used to, get to it.
And I think that becomes a part where, like I said, it's more of like with Grand Rapids people adapting. Like, when you get into a position where it ain't just working for you, you gotta adapt to learn to do something new. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And once you start to do something new, you gotta adapt to doing it on a consistent basis. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's more of like, the older you get, you ain't gonna be doing the same shit no more. You adapting to life. Like, man, that shit done taught you something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That shit done taught you something. If it didn't teach you nothing, you just illiterate to me.
Facts.
Like, if you had a life lesson learned, like, shit that done happened in your life and you ain't learned from it, or at least, like, it's for instance, like, if I knock my hand on here and that shit hurt, I done learned to not knock my hand on that motherfucker no more. Mm-hmm. Some people just, that shit don't hurt. And they gonna keep knocking until they split they shit open. And then it hurt.
I think that's like, my buddies and a couple of cats I'm cool with that I won't say I cut them off. I just say I had to deal with them from a distance because prison and jail was just too much of a revolving door for them. Mm. They didn't, it didn't hit like watching a Scared Straight show for a kid. One kid seen Scared Straight, he'll never want to go in there. Then the other kid, in his mind, like me, I remember when I first seen that shit, Scared Straight. In my mind, I thought, if he would have got that close to me, I'd try to eye gouge him. I think about all the things I could have done to whoop him, even though I should be thinking all the things just to avoid a place in the first place, not to be in that position.
No,
I'm thinking, if I ever get in that position, I'm going to fuck him up this way. He got all the muscles, that shit ain't going to be nothing. I'm going to knee him in his nuts. But the whole audacity of thinking like that was so fucked up because what you really was supposed to be thinking is, how do I not just end up in front of this motherfucker? How do I just not end up in that kind of position or place?
Man.
Like, I think that's something the youngsters need to understand. Like, don't get carried away, but you go to jail or prison and you go to a level 1 yard and you're like, this jail shit ain't nothing. This is just a camp. That level is just a camp.
That level is just a camp.
But
I done been seeing, and that's crazy. I done been in all those levels, bro. And then like it
How did you? I hate to cut you off. How did you fare in there? How did you fare in there? A lot of people say you got to stab someone to get your point across off top. You got to be the toughest man in there. How did you thrive in your days of incarceration? And you like you said, you've been in all kinds of levels.
Yeah, I've been in all kinds of levels, but it's like I think when I was in Bellamy Creek, when I ended up going to level 4, I was in level 4 probably for like 6 months, 4 months or some shit. Mm-hmm. And I got classified right back down. Mm-hmm. It wasn't for me. Some people is for them, and some shit ain't for me. I ain't trying to be sitting here 24 hours. I'm already locked up. You locked up on locked up.
Facts.
So it's like, no, let me get to a little smoother part, and I could be straight. Mm-hmm. I ain't had no problems in the joint, like with really too much of nobody. Probably ran into one occasion or something, hit a nigga with a lock. That was that. But other than that, I ain't never had no altercations in the joint. I gambled a lot.
Right.
So like,
which a lot of people say is a big red flag to stay away.
yeah.
Very
but
little.
I'm a good gambler.
So you have very little problems while gambling in there.
Yeah, I'm a good gambler. Like,
define good gambler.
A good gambler, when you don't argue, you lose, you take your shit on the chin, you get the fuck on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is. And I'm arguing with myself.
You don't
I don't get mad. I don't get mad if I done lost. I don't gamble on ass. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them. Like, you can't catch that. You can't catch me doing none of that. Because I seen that happen a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I done ran a table, see, and that's where, like you said, have I ran in a shit like that? See, but when you running a table, if you running a table in a joint, you know what I'm saying? If you running a table in a joint, then 9 out of 10, you cutting the pot. So that covers whoever on ass.
There you go. That's
so
true.
You gotta take that on that, and then you just learn to cut that nigga off. Don't never let him play with you.
Being
again.
that you gamble, you never ran into somebody who just straight up, yo, get it in blood, dog. I don't care where the fuck you from.
Hell no.
Nigga, get it in blood.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was cut like that. So you ain't playing none of that with me. Like I said, I'm hitting niggas with locks. I'm doing all that. I ain't playing.
What is Hillside?
Hillside, man.
And how that name originate, within the territory of Grand Rapids for you?
I'm actually like the last dying breed of the hill, so that's why I'm really here. I'm really TWA, but I'm like the last dying breed of the hill, which is my older brothers and my big cousins and homeboys and them. Like, them niggas was really like, they put a wave for this mug that was like so recklessly, It was like, they didn't mess with everybody. They had their own little thing, you know what I'm saying, going on. So it was like, we was still like.
But why was it called the hill?
I was on
what
top
is
of
the top of the hill?
It's on the top, man. It's on the top on Griggs and the Vision, man. Griggs and the Vision and shit. It's on the top of the hill. Like everything else sits on the low end.
Come right up when you go up to. Okay, I get
so it sits right on the top of the hill. So that's why it was the hillside, because it sits right on the top of the hill.
That area where y'all at is very, believe it or not, for most, is very scattered of all kinds of Hispanic and Hispanic culture.
It's mixture.
Hispanic.
And we sit on the borderline of Southeast and Southwest.
Yeah.
So it's like, we mix. It's a mixture.
You one of the few hustlers that I know, a few brothers that I know that literally on the other side of the track kind of side, and you would be right in the center of my hood too, and everybody accept you like you from there.
No, for real.
How the fuck is this nigga?
That's my other side of the family.
I'm like, Daniel, I was like, what the fuck? Then even I only tap 1-on-1. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this
them
nigga
my other sides of the family.
Through
like,
this fucking street shit.
Like, the other side is like my mom and them side. That side is my dad's side. So I'm like on both sides. I got my mom's side on the south side basically, and my dad's side on the southeast side type shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself getting married? Why or why not?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, man. I done grew out of the stage of just being with this girl. It costs too much. I tell my cousin all the time, man. I ain't gonna put his name out there, but I tell him all the time, like, cuz, bitch, you need to slow your ass down, man. Motherfucker, because it's a hassle. I see how much he go through when he trying to juggle. When he trying to juggle, I be like, you want something too, old man? No. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. I don't get off like that. But no, yeah, I do see myself married, man. I actually got a beautiful woman. I think I want to marry. I am probably gonna end up marrying shortly.
Dope. That's dope. Big shout out to her. So,
no, for sure.
Before the allegations that P. Diddy, we knew him as Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? The right hand of Biggie Smalls, may he rest in peace. And literally almost a year and a half ago, maybe less, he was looked at as black excellence. And people was saying that Puff was that guy. He was dating one of them, I believe she's what they call them summer girls, hot summer bitches type shit,
Young Miami,
what the fuck. No disrespect to her, but it's, just describing, he like 50 years old dating a 25-year-old and everything. Everybody was all cool with it. Things hit the fan. And a lot of stuff started coming out in the open in regards to the parties he used to throw. You know, besides the negative allegations before he got all this stuff through in his face, would you attend a good old P. Diddy party?
It's
like I said, before the allegations.
Yeah,
would you
before
be like
all
up in
like
it?
if
A
Diddy
mutual
was to
friend,
come up and be like, man, bro, you trying to
he
come
don't
to
have
this?
to come up. Let's
Or
just say
you get
someone who
invited,
knew
somebody
Diddy,
knew him,
there
like
you
type
go.
shit. All right.
Are you
well,
gonna
yeah,
go?
I'd be like, yeah, let's go. Let's see what's happening. And if I got there and I seen what was going on, I wouldn't be at another motherfucking Diddy party again.
You wouldn't stay the night?
No, I wouldn't stay the night. I'd probably actually leave before. I would have been and left before all this shit would have went on.
No question.
Because once the motherfucking, because they say it happened when the lights start going down and shit. Man, once the crowd move, I'm moving.
They said usually it's
I'm getting up out of here. What the fuck? I'm sitting here while these lights getting low.
Hours.
No disrespect to your boy Diddy and all that. I don't know if it's all that shit true.
I would have went to a Diddy party.
Like I said,
I've been at worse parties. I've been at parties where niggas getting shot the fuck up and shit.
And you gotta look at it like all the people that was thinking that was an opportunity at the time. Like that's an opportunity to go do some shit like that to be in front of Diddy.
Some professional people of all walks of life.
Hell yeah, all lights.
And a lot of people don't understand. They say, yo, you only meeting people who happen to be rappers at this party. Cap, you meeting congressmen. You look when he got locked up in the feds. There's people stepping down from CEO positions like, I'm out. So these people must have been affiliated with these parties. Now, mind you, I did say I'll go. Why would I go? Well, let's say it's the experience and understanding that you network there. You can meet different people. Whatever the money at the hole is going to be there. So I'm in there, but let's say I'm in there oblivious to the thought that after our shit going down, you look across the hallway, or you look in the room, you're like, oh shit, there's 2 females getting it in. They like, yo, look over in this room. You look like, oh shit, there's 2 niggas in there and more junk. That's when I know I better exit. Because mind you, they take your phones. They said there's no phones and shit, but the only cameras that's actually recording is the shit that he had already set up.
That he already got going on.
That's crazy.
Oh,
that's nasty work right there.
I think I wouldn't have been able to come because my phone can't come. I can't call my motherfucking ride.
I will never do that, bro. I've been in some spots, like when I was in California, and this is at the time, may Nipsey Hussle rest in peace. He passed, and me and my mans were down there, show some love. We went to visit his mural and everything. We went to some of these parties and events, whatever. And I remember this one party this lady was telling me, and she said it was in Hollywood. And to get everywhere in Cali is like a 40-minute drive, 30-minute drive to go to this side of town or this place. A hell of traffic too. But she said it's worth it. I'm like, okay, whatever. And she's like, but I'm not gonna lie, you're not allowed to even like take your phone. And I'm like, I'm not from here. Bitch, you know that. And why would I not take my phone? You crazy. I'm from Michigan. We don't play that kind of shit. What? Hell no. Never that.
I believe in scary movies.
For real. I think like it's pretty dangerous out there in any place you can be, but you kind of make yourself in a worse and weak more position when you don't have certain things that contribute to your safety. Cell phone is one of them. Something go down, I can at least like, yo, man, I can track his location and see, your last location at a party. Your last scene was at a party, your phone in the bag, or you ain't there. You passed out. You got some of that special juice. They were mixing up. They're like, they'll go crazy, bro. So that brings me to another question, which I'm gonna ask almost every guest when I'm kicking with. But I just want to know from your perspective, what make them have parties like that? Like in your opinion, why they just can't just turn up, call it a night?
The question is, what makes him have them parties like that? I don't think everybody having them type of parties. Right. You probably get them parties or something, but I don't. What type of parties did he throw?
This nigga had, they said, the biggest bed.
I told you, it's crazy.
In the U.S.
My mom calling right now.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's my baby right there. He had the biggest bed in the U.S. and they showed the bed. The bed was like 5 king size beds put together type shit. Big as hell. Imagine you walk in and these niggas got baby oil and music blasting, they popping pills.
I ain't going, bro. I'm turning my ass around.
Like, yo, what's up, man? Let's have some fun. Well, how did he talk? What's up, daddy? Oh, they call you Bang?
Man, hell no.
They call you Bang?
No, hell no. I ain't going, man. I would have been done whipped this motherfucking Gen 5 on this bitch. Like, man, now give me everything.
How rich do a person have to be? I think that's what it is, though, family. Like, people get so rich. I'm assuming, which I want to talk, later on about that shit on a solo video, but they get so rich, they become so bored with the norm. Gotta be. You can see that with NBA players when they about to walk into they walking from the fucking, the truck or whatever the fuck they pull up in, the cargo van and shit.
Yeah.
And they wearing this outlandish, weird shit. Nails painted, nose ring with the chain connect to their ear. You're like, you ain't Indian, nigga. What are you doing? Like, I think you get so rich, you gotta stand out and not look as normal as possible or do things. Look at the billionaires who went to go visit the Titanic. Got so far in the water, the whole damn thing blew up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How much money, when you know you're super wealthy, when you buying islands and you can just build your own motherfucking city, with your own little town, and the only way you can get there is those who can afford a private jet to fly there. This is what Epstein and all the motherfuckers had. These people out here crazy. The real monsters is not in these little horror flicks. The real ones is living amongst us.
Really amongst us. They got too much. It's this government. They got too much shit going on. You got to keep y'all eyes open, man. Don't say yes. Don't be a yes man to everything. Really study on something. Really read about it. If you hear something about it, really study on it. Go back behind and be like, man, hold on, man. Dog was talking about this. Let me make sure if this was really going on. You know what I'm saying? You got to... Everything ain't what it seems. That's one thing I have become to learn about life. Like, everything ain't really is what it seems.
No
so
doubt.
you really got to dig into whatever you trying to figure out.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? Some people be interested in different shit. So that's when they figure that shit out. But yeah, this...
So Bang, bro, tell me this. What, outside of rap, most people don't know you have talent for? Like, can you sing with your raps? Do you know how to play basketball pretty real nice? Like, what other talents outside of rapping that most people don't know? Only the close know, but anything outside of that?
It's crazy because I really ran track. Like,
fast.
Track, nigga. Yeah. Track was like one of the ones where like now, excuse me, let me take it back a little bit. So it's like when I was a juvenile, I went to this place called Glen Mills.
Good old Glen.
Yeah, I went to this place called Glen Mills. So like there they got every sport. They got every sport you can think of up there. You know what I'm saying? It's a straight program, but it's still shitty to me. But I was trying to hurry and come home, so that's why I don't think I finished all the way through with my plans that I had started there. Cause I was just trying to hurry up, trying to come home. Far as hell, I'm a kid. Far as hell from my mom, you know what I'm saying, from the crib. I'm way in Pennsylvania and shit. So I'm like, shit, I'm trying to hurry and come home. But if I would have just followed through and stayed there for like 5 more months, I would have got my full ride scholarship to Michigan State University and shit.
Wow.
So I didn't stay because I'm like, man, bro, I already been here. These motherfuckers like wasn't treating us right type shit. It wasn't to me it wasn't like good for juveniles and kids and shit. So it's like I got up out of there, and then the streets ate a nigga alive again.
I feel you. Yo, give me 3 words that best describe you out the dictionary. Just 3 words.
Loyal, ambitious, shit, and just 100. I mean, like, it's been solid, like. Can't bend, bro. I've been the same since I was a kid, bro. Like, anybody that been around me know I don't play certain shit. Like I don't do that around Bang, cause he ain't even going for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been the same since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gonna get what you see every time with me.
How do you approach confrontation, or when something confrontational approach you?
I mean, I literally cut the shit dead right then and there. Like if we got an issue, I address it right then and there. I'm not about to hold it in and do all this and then prolong it. So you're not gonna see me if I got into it with a person. I'm gonna prolong it and be like, oh, I did this, I used to do this, I did this to that person. No, I did that, nigga. They know what happened. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm well protected, so I don't be tripping too much.
Any children?
Yeah, I got 6 children.
How many baby moms, or just 1 or 2?
I got 2 by my first 2 by my first one, 2 by my second one, 1 and 1.
How you juggle? How you juggle it all as far as the kids and making sure not that you have to make sure the baby mamas are happy, but just being a single father with more than one kid. Like, how do you juggle it all? Do you find it
really
difficult doing it, or do you have a good bond doing it? Do you have a good system? Like, I pick up this kid for a day or 2, or I pick up this kid for a week or 2, or I bring them all together. Like, how do you juggle it?
It's really complicated, bro, because it's like when you're not on the same accord as your, like, you know what I'm saying, in the parenting side as one of the other co-parent and shit. It's like when y'all ain't on the same path, it's kind of make it hard. One person gonna make it harder for the next one. So it's like with me specifically, you know, I got a lot of kids to where like I'm like, all right, now when my kid get a certain age, now I get to explain to them. They get to pick up their phone. They get to call me. They get to be like, all right, well, nothing that they're not going to need once they get able to do it on themselves. Now, as a younger, it be like more of the mothers be like growing them up. Like, I ain't saying that's right for dads and shit to be like not more there than, but I just feel like we need to step in later throughout the time, like later through the lives. Like,
are you admitting that you can be a better father? Or are you saying that certain age and limits, the father is not that necessary until a certain stage of their life?
A certain stage of their life where, like, when they ready to, like you said, like when they ready to go into the world, you got to prepare them for the world. Mothers nature them. You know what I'm saying? Nature them, make sure they healthy and straight, and make sure they, you know what I'm saying? They're the discipline. They're the, you know what I'm saying? Make sure shit is structured.
Did you grow up with a father?
No, and that's the crazy thing. Like, me growing up without no father and trying to raise the kids, it's like I'm doing everything your own little navigator way. And a lot of men does that because, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't raised with our father and shit. Don't get me wrong, I know my pops and shit. I say what's up to him now, but it's not. I wasn't raised by him.
Now, when you say you know him, and you say what's up every blue moon, have you had that talk with him? Have he ever tried to approach you like on some listen to me type shit, and you like, hold up, man, like,
no, you know what's crazy? The first time
taught me shit.
The first time, man, I actually like wanted to have a conversation with pops. You know what I'm saying? Like, as an adult, getting older. And I seen them, and I think I seen pops coming down the street, like down Madison and shit, by somewhere. I forget how I seen him at, but I was on my bike, and mind you, at the time I'm hustling hard, so I'm kind of like young. I'm off the porch already. I'm young as hell, but I'm finding my own way out, making my own little money. And the first thing this nigga asked me for was like, "What's up, son?" I'm like, "What's up, pops?" He like, "Man, you look good, man. Let me get $1." What's so crazy? I peeled him off though. I peeled him off like 5.
Damn.
I peeled him off like 5. Chop it up with him for a second. Like, man, I'm freshly home from Glen Mills, matter of fact. So I'm kind of like really still like I'm.
You never snapped on him?
Nah, bro. Like,
so you understood?
Yeah, I understood.
From your mother's point of view of him, or from your own witnessing of him, or both?
Honestly, like, just the witnessing of my own eyes, like seeing how he was, and like then like hearing like what actually had happened, the reason why he kind of like abandoned a nigga type shit. I still don't think it's right. I don't think it's right at all, nothing, but I don't hold it against you now though. Like, you can't hold grudges, you know what I'm saying? Because You know what I'm saying? This person was still the person that brought me in the world too. So
it's tough because I remember growing up in the hood and shit, and being around certain people that I was cool with, man, and I grew up with, and I remember a time my dad dropped me off, and I was upset with my dad at the time or something. I was like, man, I always looked at it like it was. He was abiding by court visitations, so he had to drop us off at a certain time and day. Like, man, I wish Dad didn't drop me off, man. I wish I could stay over there with him and stuff. And my boy would be like, shit, at least you got a dad that pick you up and drop you off.
Man,
at least you see your dad. At least your dad is like active, and he's not like a non-active father. I never knew what it felt to be a bastard. I had my father all my life, so when I see my partners go through it, I've kind of felt it. It hurt to see dudes that was relatives and people that I grew up with, where you seeing like, yo, he's acting crazy because he got a mother that's acting crazy. He ain't got that certain male influence.
That structure.
That provide that kind of structure to think like this. It's something I had to touch on when I was explaining to my niece why some brothers cheat. She say, oh, because niggas ain't shit. Oh, they just wanted they dick with it. I said, well, let's just go to some parts where it's not based upon the general thinking of men. They ain't shit. They worthless. They can't do that. Like let's think about one thing. That's something that most people don't talk about, is that some men never was raised by men as a boy to tell them how to treat a girl or a woman. Some never had a father to say, yo, you don't, this ain't how you holler at a chick. This ain't how you talk to her. First, if you meet a real good woman, this is how you approach her. You open the doors when you're about to walk into a place. You pick her up and you go to a date, you go on a date, you open the door then, and you shut it. Shiver ain't dead. They teach you these kind of gentlemanship. You grew up in the hood, you didn't have that. You didn't, a lot of them never had that. Some never even seen a healthy, functional relationship between their father and their mother, to use as an example. So how you expect some of these niggas who grew up, right, that's a large part, and you around a mother who's raising and doing the best way that she can, and at the same token, that's all you see is the woman. You don't even know once you become a dad what kind of real roles you should do. I ain't saying you can't find out. It's just that you don't have that original outlook that normally you should see is your father with your mother and how their dynamic works for you. So I get that, growing up in a single mother household and being raised around, boys, but not having that father raise you hit different. When you was growing up among your brothers and cousins, you being the youngest, did they bully you? Did they fight you a lot? Did you have to fight them? Prove yourself as a youngest?
It's crazy because them niggas was so protective of me. Like, if one of my brothers picked on me, my older brother would be like, man, if you don't leave my little brother alone.
Right.
They was like on that type of time with me.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. That's real dope.
And that go for the vice versa, like on the streets, anything. Like, them niggas is not playing. They is pulling up fast about me. And then,
your brothers soft, man.
No, they'll pull up. They'll pull up to get beat up real fast. If I'm getting whipped on, they gonna pull up to get whipped on too.
One of my bros, man. So, what's your thoughts on politics? Today's time, especially with a woman. Second time for a woman running for presidency. Kamala Harris going against Trump and everything. Do you think a woman that in her, I won't even say this. Are you ready for a woman president if she was to be a president? Are you ready for that? Do you think the world is ready for that?
I think we kind of both like in a lose-lose situation.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say it, but to be honest with you, the only reason why I say that because women, let's think about just women in general.
Yeah.
Women deal with feelings and off emotions.
Yeah.
When you get in positions like that, you can't deal with emotions. And if we get in a position where America got to deal with a heavy decision and you try to make a decision off emotions, that's going to be dangerous. You can fuck around and and it'll backfire backwards. So it's like
someone, just playing devil's advocate here. Some will say men have to use emotions as well. We are still human beings. We are still.
I just think
emotional
we know how to manage them in more. Like we know how to manage them in. That's probably why we hold them so long. Like men don't just walk around with their feelings on their sleeve like women. Women gonna let you know exactly how they feel before you let them know how you feel. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can hold it in a little more, hold it together. So if we got to make this decision, it's not gonna be based off our feelings. How I'm feeling right now.
Do you think voting matter?
Yes, hell yes, yes. Everybody should vote. I think everybody should vote. If I could vote, I vote. I ain't gonna lie.
No doubt. If you could change the hands of time and go back to a certain place, a certain part of your life, and do it over, where would you go and why?
I think I really would take, like I said, back to Glen Mills and shit. I'd take that more serious. I would have took more advantage of that. That was an opportunity to where like I got medals, bro. Like, cause I got medals.
I did not know that.
I got like, if you go on when you go back to my mom house and shit, I got medals on the top of her shit. First place plaque medals. I got national medals. Like,
damn.
Yeah, I ran a 110 high hurdles and shit. So like,
you did hurdles,
yeah,
bro. There's so much shit I done lost that I never seen, man. Growing up, that's crazy. That's dope.
110 high hurdles, yeah.
So let's get some relationship advice from good old Bang, bro. Is it good for a man to be vulnerable to his woman, to share everything about himself to his woman?
Yes, hell yeah.
Why is that?
That's because it's like, I mean, it got to be like, yo, real. I either want to say, yo, you got to be married or at least like 5 to 6 years deeply in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because then at that time, you really now and within a year, a person has seen how you is and shit. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you do something different within the next year. Now you like, oh, this person is this person for real. Mm-hmm. But if you can stand dealing with it again, then 9 times out of 10 you can deal with it for life. No doubt. If you can stand it that year, the first year, we can improve it. We can improve it. But if you can withstand that, then you got you something. You got a keeper type of shit.
How old is your oldest son?
My oldest son is 16.
Your oldest son is 16 with no kids. He meet a woman that is 19 with 2 kids, but he love her. What's your thoughts? Let's just not put the age restriction there because obviously there's a big difference in minority here, binary there. Let's just say he's actually 17 or he 18, and she's 21 with 2 kids. He said, Dad, I love her. I really want to pursue being with her. What's your thoughts on the dad? Should I do it or should I not? What would you tell him about dating a woman with 5 kids and he have none?
See, yeah, I date women with kids. That don't define that woman. That woman with that kid that don't define her. You know what I'm saying? Actually, to me, a woman with a kid and you know she got a kid, and she's showing you how to be a woman still with these kids, then you actually got to keep her because a lot of people, say for instance, a person you get with a person that don't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? And y'all end up having a kid. She don't know what to do with these kids. Or she probably don't have no experience with, which that's a mother thing though. They adapt. Mm-hmm. They adapt to learning how to deal with their kids, but some people probably deal with it different. And if you got a person that you liking that got kids already, so you just imagine how your kid gonna be with that person. Mm. And like, man, this girl take care of her kid. She do all this and that. Just imagine if I have a kid with this woman, I'm gonna want to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm gonna make sure this thing right because I know how she treat her kids. I wouldn't mind having a. You get what I just be.
It's 50-50 it's like okay 50, then?
50. What 50-50 in relationships?
Yeah. Or is this something you frown on?
No, I don't really. If I got it, then I got it. But if I don't, I would love for my woman to have my back.
Now, do you think that'll take an effect on how she respect you or approach you As far
A
as
real
let's
woman,
say-
it wouldn't. A real woman, it wouldn't. A little girl probably would. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
a real woman gonna be like, all right, bet, let's get it. She's gonna try to build you up. Y'all, we gonna boss each other up. Regardless. That's a real woman. Gonna boss each other up type shit.
No doubt. All right, last series of questions coming through, and I'll let you go, bro. You spent quite some time already, man. I'm grateful
for
for
sure,
it. So
for
be
sure.
ready for
It's
these
all
questions. We'll call it a day. They are called either stupid, ridiculous, or obnoxious questions. And you go from there. If there's something you don't like, you want to pass on, just say it. If not, give me a motherfucking straight answer. So, you wake up in the morning. Your girl wake up in the morning. She go in the bathroom. She using your toothbrush. That's cool or not?
No. No.
She said, it was
I
your
ain't using my
toothbrush.
toothbrush.
Okay.
No.
Do aliens exist?
Hell yeah.
Do ghosts exist?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever experienced either of them? You ever thought you seen an alien, or you just believe? Have you ever
Man,
been haunted by a ghost?
I ain't never seen the ghost. I just know I done seen shit fall over when I don't know what the fuck was the reason for it falling over for. So it's like only an explanation it could be because it ain't no windows open. It ain't no wind open. So it's like, man, boy, what the fuck is in here? Mm-hmm. I believe in spirits though. Like that
No
shit.
doubt.
That fuck your head up.
Would you play with a Ouija board?
I can't balance. Ain't that the little balance thing?
Nah, Ouija
What is
board
that?
is when you sit down with a board and you have this device and you move it. Don't touch the arm.
No.
He said, no, never.
That's like that spiritual shit.
Yeah. Could you be a vegan for 1 week, or would you rather go without food for 48 hours?
I think I could be a vegan. I watch my cuz,
Yeah.
man. I watch my cuz. He really trained his own self to be a vegan. Now this nigga don't eat no meat no more.
Hell nah. For real.
That's dope. Nigga gonna
You
live
at the
forever.
mall, you chilling with your lady. Your lady co-workers caught up with her. 4 of them, 4 females. They jump her. What you doing?
Man, I'm socking all them hoes. Told you I'm that one, bro.
I'm that one.
Yeah, what? You gotta get off my hoe.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Right, moving on. You and your woman broke up, man. You know, at this point in stage of your life, you're just looking for true love. Would you date a dwarf even though she's disabled and probably stand at perhaps 3-4 foot, but she is a good woman and she'll support
no
you?
discrimination, but no. I ain't dating no dwarf.
No doubt. Okay. If you could, and if you were single, what celebrity would you date?
Megan Good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Shit, yeah.
That's my baby.
Yeah, Megan Good.
Sorry, baby, but that's my baby.
So your woman cheat on you. She was sorry. She very sorry. She did not want to cheat on you. Things happened. Would you take her back? She only did it once. It was a fling. Let's say out of town with her group of friends. They went out. It just happened. You found out about it.
And they humped.
She admitted. And she said, yo, I'm sorry. This guy's not even in my contacts. It was just one night. I was drunk. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you.
Man, it's crazy.
Could you take her back?
It's crazy because I done been through some goofy ass shit like that, but I wasn't into it no more. Like I done, a female done cheated. I got back with her, but I wasn't into the relationship no more. Like I got back with her though, but I just wasn't into it.
She cheated on you and you did leave her.
I left her, but then I got back with her.
And you didn't have that same
I didn't have that same energy, and then it just faded off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah. So I don't want. If it happened, see, but 9 times out of 10, when a female do that, they feeling that nigga. So it's like they already mind gone. They ain't even know you no more.
Their heart
is through. It's through.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, that's how that be.
All right. Is cheating on a woman for you? Let's say you cheat on your woman. The woman you cheat on, really wants you to leave the woman you with. The woman you with, she doing good, but your side chick fun. sex fun, all of that fun. Could you really stop what you're doing and be with the side chick? Never.
Hell no.
Fuck that.
Just think about it. You be with her, she gonna do exactly what the fuck she was just doing to you. With you.
Yeah.
With the next nigga. So it's like, that shit be played out. That shit get played out so much. I'm straight.
Last question. If heaven and hell really wasn't the end game of life, and reincarnation is, and you have to come back as an animal, what animal would you come back as and why?
It's so crazy because wanting to be me being a human and wanting to come back to life and like wanting to be around like people as an animal, like, would think about one of the most, it's crazy, either a dog or cat. So like they be around people. They get some of the most love, you know what I'm saying, with animals.
That's an interesting
catch
answer. That's deep. Yeah, because most answers I got, they say I'll come back as a lion or a bear. You said, if I want to get close to a human as much as I could, I'd rather come back as a domestic animal, like a pet, cat, or dog.
Cat, dog. It got to be a household pet. So it's like, I don't want to be in the jungles and the lions got to fight and fend. You got to fight and you fuck around and get your ass smoked out there.
You could be a whole lion, but as a lion, you still an exotic animal.
Man.
And even though you hunting, you still got other predators that's worthy of fucking you up.
That's fucking you up.
You can be hunting something that can kill you. Then you got man.
You got man that hunt you and kill you.
You can't even shoot back.
You can't shoot back. You gotta keep running, try to bite a nigga shit off.
Right.
It's too much work. Just come on, let me just be a pet and feed me.
I always thought that if I was, I'd rather be a bird or some sort.
Like fly around the seagull everywhere.
Leave, where I rest my head is my home type shit, and leave, or I'll come back as a wolf. And the reason I say a wolf, because wolf and gorillas is the only dynamic where both mates stay together. The wolf that mate with the female wolf, they stay as a pack and they move as a unit together. They hunt together. They be pack of 10. They reach out to 15.
All they goddamn kids.
They all there. The kids, the grandkids, all of them there. And the younger.
That was dope.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I'd rather come back either a wolf or an eagle or some shit where I could fly and get the fuck on. Last but not least, if I could actually come back as an animal, it would be. It would have to be, again, like the gorilla. Hate to say it, but they still practice family unit. The male be with the female gorilla. They raising their gorilla on their own. And that small gorilla they raise, become grown enough. They don't want to be the dominant figure. Because in Lion Kingdom, you running the pack and stuff, but then that young lion get older, they ready to overthrow their pops.
Dominant.
Be the dominant, overthrow their pops, chase him out and have his own family, or they'll go somewhere where they killed off the male, then they killing off the male lineage, the rest of the other little baby lions. There's a whole lot of shit that comes with that
with
shit.
Being a lion, being
that's some real lion
jungle.
shit. You slaying, but for real. But overall, I believe today was meant to be. I'm glad you allow me to fit within your schedule and allow me to, cause I seen your phone was going off. It's gonna go even more off once they see this shit. Everything chopped up. And of course, how I always do, I like to make sure it's edited in the right way. If there's anything you want to, double check, whatever. If not, I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna give you a fair warning. Like, in 2 weeks from here today, I'm going to drop this. You're gonna see short clips of you circulating, brother, and everything else, because I'm gonna have this moving. And if there's anything you want to leave to the audience, your family, friends, or anything and whatnot, right now is the time to go ahead and do it before I close off.
No, for sure, man. Go ahead, man. Check me out, man. TWA Bang, man. CEO TWA Bang on Instagram. Shane JD Holman on Facebook. Man, I'm on all platforms. I'm TWA Bang on Spotify, on Apple Music. Yeah, I got some. Oh yeah, I just dropped this new mixtape, man. I was looking at my fault, but see people keep asking, but I just dropped this new mixtape, man. It's called Crack Still Alive, man. It's dope, man. Go check it out, man.
No doubt, no doubt. And thank y'all for watching. Thank you for checking it out again. Welcome to the Fit Podcast and signing out from the Fit Podcast, where you get my views, interviews, and reviews from a non-expert point of view, straight from me to you. So be smooth, be safe, and hope to see you again.
If you enjoy my content, well, please follow, like, and subscribe for more.